What's good, YouTube? The world's ban list is out, and we're going to do a live reaction to it just in a bit, but I want to remind you why this matters to you guys. Across all of the U.S. territories, we have a tournament with the world's format available to us. So if you study this list, you can get special one-time prizes. These are only going to be released one day at OTSs, so these playmats might end up being very coveted. I haven't seen, I believe, the playmat design, but what are the prizes? In addition to product each duelist receives upon registering for the tournament, prize distribution is as follows. Duelists will receive participation prizes of a World Championship lanyard, World Championship score pad, and a pin, but the winner will get a special OTS Celebration full-size game mat. So these are probably going to be very, very big in terms of not many of these will exist. So your chance to get them will depend on your ability to follow this list. And there was a sneak peek, but we're going to do this a little slower. We're going to go through and see what all has been changed between both lists. So Towers, of course, still there. It looks like we won't have access to Apprentice Illusion Magician, probably because the EU currently doesn't have access. Don't think that's a big game changer. We got Blaster, we've got Chaos Emperor Dragon, Charming Resort Staff. So I'm guessing TCG exclusives that Japan does not yet have will not be in there. And let's actually read this first part real quick, as the this might go down in a second. Cards released after July 21st, 2017 are not allowed. Anytime I move it, it pops up, so I'll be still. Are not allowed in the 2017 Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship Tournament. You can use cards from Battles of Legend and Starter Deck Link Strike, so it sounds like it will be Link format. You cannot use these cards from Code of the Duelist, including Emerging Emergency Rescue, and Boogie Trap. The F&L list for the World Championship qualifier is very different from the usual F&L list. Please reference this list very carefully when building your deck. As per the tournament policy, if your deck contains any forbidden cards or more than the number of allowed limited or semi-limited cards, you will earn a game loss penalty. If an illegal deck is submitted and cannot be revised or fixed, you will not be allowed to participate in the tournament. So don't mess up. Don't mess up. You got to know this list real well when deck building. So we've got Disc Commander, Cyberstein. A lot of it's going to be similar, but there will be some changes that we'll see. And they actually haven't marked the changes. I wish they had marked the changes for, like, allowed in OCG, allowed in TCG, to note the differences for what we can use, but that's not here yet. Maybe somebody will make that version. Gaga Head, I'm not sure what that is. My bad. Galaxy Eye Cypher Blade Dragon, not allowed. I don't believe we have that yet. Infernity General, Level Leader, sorry Synchro players in Link format. Magical Scientist, Magical Something. Oh man. Makiura, Mind Master, Morphing Jar number 2. Damage Juggler, alright, that makes sense. Redox, sure. And all these spirals and sub-pairs are on here. So if you were expecting to see either of those decks, despite being allowed in Circuit Break, it's not going to be allowed at this world. So maybe you can take the next one. Tempest, the Tyrant Neptune, Tidal, Tribe Infecting Virus, Troposphere, Victory Dragon, Wind-Up Hunter, Witch Yada, Kirin. I guess it goes into Pendulums next. I'm not seeing too much new here. We've got Persona, which would have been allowed, I suppose, but it's not in the EU areas. We've got Phantom Dragon, Plush, Monkey Board, Construct, rest in peace. Norden once again. Theseus! Theseus is not allowed. I didn't know that one. Interesting. It makes sense. It's a TCG exclusive. I'm being slow because they did Vermilion Mech, they did Tornado Dragon, they did like Fusion XE Synchro exclusives. Okay, makes sense. Ascension Sky Dragon not allowed as a prize card. Interesting. I don't know why that's on here. I would feel like everybody should have access to it. Beals is not allowed. Okay, that's also interesting to note. Who doesn't have that one? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm gonna be a little ignorant here. on a few of these, because I just plain don't know. This is a live reaction. Blood Mephis, Stardust Chronicle Spark Dragon, don't know what that is. Vermilion Dragon Mech, our exclusive. Exton, Lavable Chain, all the usual Xy's here. Tornado Dragon not allowed, that is a TCG exclusive. Zed Mighty, Broadbull Drident. Ooh. Looks like Zoo won't be winning this one. Probably. Alright. The Boogie Trap is not allowed. That was noted up above. I guess they had to double state that one. Elma, Card Destruction. We're looking for changes mostly. Emergency Provisions being an odd one that's in here. Emergency Rescue. Rescue. Oh man, try saying that 5 times fast. Fusion Recycling Plant not allowed. Gateway of the Six, Giant Trunade. Graceful Charity, Harpies. So this is some stuff that they have that won't be on there. It's trading back and forth, the OCG list and the TCG list. Basically, it's combining, and anything that somebody doesn't have, including the EU, ends up on here. Kaiser Coliseum, Last Will, Metamorphosis, Mass Driver, Mirage, Monster Reborn, Mystic Walk. Mystic Walk, okay, so all these life point change things, playing for time art on here. That's pretty interesting. Ninjutsu Art Notebook. Don't know what that one is. Painful Choice, Pot of Avarice, Pot of Greed, Preemie, Regeki, Snatch, Spellbook of Judgment, more Spiral stuff, more Subterror stuff. We've got Super Poly, Super Rejuve, The Hidden City, more Subterror stuff, Forceful Century, Unity. Why is Unity on here? What? Why is Unity on here? And Yujo Friendship. They don't want anybody shaking hands at Worlds. You don't want to offer a handshake. It's all these life-changing things are just on here for almost every region. Barrage is banned. Yeah, Zoo's not winning this one. It's True Draco looking like. Judgment of the Pharaoh, Last Turn, Life Equalizer, Pendulum Switch, Rainbow Life as well. All right, interesting. Return Oral Oppression, Self-Destruct Button, 6 cents, Solemn Judgment, Space Dragster, more Spiral, more Subterrors, Time Seal, Trap Dust Shoot, Try and Guess as well. So there goes a burn strategy. Ultimate Offering and Vanity's Emptiness. That's so interesting. They're like just hitting world, like burn off of worlds. I don't know if Try and Guess was on there somewhere, but that's interesting. Sorry for scrolling forward a bit much. Left arm, right arm, so Exodia! Let's forbid the forbidden one. Are these, no, this is limited. Okay, we've switched to limited here. So we have not forbidden the forbidden one. He is allowed. We can have a, it's ya boy Pro Winston here moment. Artifact Moral Attack, Black Luster Soldier, Gofu is banned, or limited, my bad, limited, we're in the 1-up section. Seer, Dandelion, Dark Arm Dragon, Diva, Ether is at 1 in this format. Alright. Shadow Mist is at 1. Nice, so heroes are kind of axed. Snow will be at 1. So basically it brings it down to the lowest point on anybody's list. I believe Snow's at 1 in the OCG. Birdman! Graph, Infernity, Archfiend, Dragonfly, Hornet, Dark Destroyer, Masterpiece is at 1. You don't really need more than 1. You can recycle him if you need be. Mathematician, Maxi, Necroface to 1. Alright, Grand Mole, for some reason. Hasn't changed in a long time. Night Assailant at 1, stop those loops. Terratop at 1, Monk at 1, Tour Guide at 1, Rapier down to 1. Scout, Luster. Alright, looking for new stuff here. Blaze Phoenix, the Burning Bombardment Bird. Not sure what that is. We got Necros, the Lauren, Ignister, Omega to 1. Alright. Librarian to 1. They really did take care of the Synchro stuff even though we're in Link format. Beatrice, Dante, Book of Moon, Brain Control. We're still at the 1s here. We just went to the spells. Oops. Burial, Dimensional Fissure, Fine Wind, Face Off, El Shaddai fusion to 1. Still there. Future fusion will be allowed. Alright. Kaiju Slumber to 1. Alright, that does matter. That's a huge field wipe to 1 to note. 1 day of peace, 1-for-1 pantheism. Pendulum Call still at 1. Alright, so the Pendulum deck's unlikely to perform ecstatically at Worlds. Prep, Primal Seed, Reasoning, Reinforcement, Rekindling. I'm not seeing too much different in the limiteds. There's a few things. Upstart Goblin, okay. Not too much different. I really wish they had the side note. You know, the side note of, hey, this is different for this list, this is different for this list. It would help out a lot, but just study, guys. I'll link this down below. We've got Gainz at 2, Card Trooper, Debris Dragon, Honest, Tengu. Scarm at 2, that's different than ours. Thunder King, Wind Up Magician. Performant Pal, Pendulum, Sorcerer at 2. Card of Demise, Change Strike, Charge of the Light Brigade, Dark Hole, Domain, Dragon Ravine, Tenki, Terraforming, Union Hanger, Ojama Trio, Solemn Strike. So there is a lot different on this list, Solemn Strike at 2. You basically have to study this list if you want to play in the tournament for Worlds stuff. The special tournament at OTS stores only, which will be August 12th and 13th. I'll link that down below too. So that's basically why this list matters. It's not the most exciting thing to look at, but if you want to win some special one-time prizes that aren't going to be available anywhere else except for that day, you've got to study this list really hard and think what you're going to play. Probably True Dracos, even with Masterpiece at 1. Seems the most viable. Dinosaurs will be pretty good too overall, so you've really got to decide and pick your poison there. But I think True Dracos are where it's at. Zoo unlikely to take this event at all. All the life point change things are kind of funny to me. Mystic Walk banned, right? Mystic Walk, I think that's the funniest thing to me. Like that's a very unthreatening card. Yet here it is. So what do you guys think of this combined list for Worlds? Will you guys be playing in the special tournament here on August 12th/13th, the OTS celebration for the WCQ? It's the World Championship OTS celebration, but you can find locations here as well. See if one is near you. Definitely, I'd love to see the playmat to know what I'm advertising for you guys, but maybe it's out there somewhere and I'm just being slow today. What do you guys think of this combined list? And would you actually like to see this be our current list? Would you be interested in playing in this Worlds format? You get a chance to on August 12th to 13th, I believe, but would you like to see this be the actual list as we head into links? I guess is the best question I could ask. Thanks for watching, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and everything will be linked down below.